Good to have Shabbos, everyone. This week's Parsha is that of Acharei Mos Kedoshim. In Parshas Kedoshim, Parsha begins, Kedoshim Tihiyu, you shall be holy. And Moshe addresses this, El Kol Adas B'nai Israel, to the entire congregation of the children of Israel, all the men, all the women, children. And he says, Kedoshim Tihiyu, you should be holy. Conduct yourselves and achieve a level of sanctity. Ki kadosh ani Hashem Elokeichem, for I am holy, the Lord your God. So first of all, how does one achieve a level of holiness? Yes, the mitzvahs that follow, honoring parents, observing the Shabbos, not taking revenge, not bearing a grudge, loving our neighbor, being kind to other people, making sure that we do not take anything which is not ours, even if we feel justified. These are all mitzvahs which engage us in a behavior and a lifestyle which is obviously above and beyond greed and selfish thought. But still, Moshe Rabbeinu is presenting this to every member of Klal Yisrael, not just to those who sit and study Torah every single day, but he's talking to us, ordinary people. And he's not saying, oh, this is a nice thing. This is a suggestion. God is saying, Kedoshim Tihiyu, be holy. How do we achieve that? And then the verse continues and says, Ki kadosh ani Hashem Elokeichem, because I, the Lord your God, I am holy. There's no question God is holy. He is the essence of all that is holy. What does that have to do with us? Because God is holy, God is perfect. We're human beings with flesh and blood. We have an evil inclination. We're subject to our urges, our yearnings, our desires. What is the fact? God is holy. We should be holy. How do we comprehend this? One of the mitzvahs, it says, when we come to the land of Israel, unatatem kol eitz machol, and we plant any fruit-bearing tree. Varaltem arlasayas piryai shalei shanim yiyelchem marim leyachol. The first 3 years, should the tree produce any fruit whatsoever, they are called orla. Orla means it's like covered. It's covered and it's off limits. It is prohibited for us to consume, and it's also prohibited for us to derive any benefit whatsoever. Now, the truth is that most trees in the first 3 years, they won't produce anything. And if they do produce something in the 3rd year, it's usually of an inferior quality. And not only that, it might not be very healthy. So it would seem as though this mitzvah is telling us that 3 years, should there be any produce, it's orla, we have to get rid of it. We have to bury it. We have to destroy it. Why? Well, many say because this is something which is detrimental to our health. That's very nice. But what's it doing in this Parsha? This Parsha is talking about the mitzvahs that are enabling us to attain a level of sanctity. Imagine somebody speaks badly about us and they cause us that we lose an opportunity. And the Torah says, don't take revenge. Don't take revenge. Okay, I won't take revenge. Torah says, don't bear a grudge. I mean, how is that possible? We have to look within ourselves and we have to say that person has a deep-rooted problem. It's their issue. It's not mine. And if Hashem wants me to have this opportunity, it'll come again. That's an incredibly lofty, high level. Everybody knows, love your fellow man as you love yourself. We should love somebody like we love ourselves. If only we should love ourselves as we should love ourselves. How do you come to love somebody else? What, give them the benefit of the doubt? That we can do. This is more than that. This means the same way I care about my possessions. Same way I care about my feelings. That's how I should feel to another human being. This is a very lofty level. That's what this Parsha is all about. And the Torah tells us, don't eat this fruit. Why? It's got to be something on a lofty level because it's bad for you. That's the reason? How do we accept that reason? The Ramban illuminates this mitzvah. The Ramban says that this mitzvah of Orla, yes, it's true that in the first 3 years, most trees won't produce anything. And if they do, it's not for the fine quality, and it might not even be that healthy. He says that's not the reason for this mitzvah. This mitzvah is like the mitzvah of Bikurim. What's the mitzvah Bikurim? That in the land of Israel, from the 7 species for which the land of Israel is praised, the first fruit, the very first fruit, a farmer has a tree, and if he sees the first olive, that olive he marks. He has to go out every day to see if there's an olive, there's a date, there's a fig, there's a pomegranate. He has to go out every single day, and if he sees the first ones of that tree, he puts a red thread around it, and that is going to be designated as his first fruits to be brought to Yerushalayim, to the temple, to be presented unto a Kohen who will take it and place it before God, and it's a gift unto God, and it's given to the Kohen, and it's done with great fanfare. What is the concept of this mitzvah Bikurim? That we should recognize and we should say, Hashem, thank you. Hoidu la Hashem ki tov. I give thanks unto the Lord, for he is so good. Ki li'olam chasta, his kindness is boundless and eternal. We see from God that, look, here I have the first fruits. I worked hard. I tilled the land. I planted. And look what happens. I took a seed and I put it in the ground. A little bit of water and whatever. Life comes forth. It grows. It grows into something that can actually sustain me. It can feed me. I can be healthy. It's magnificent. It's beautiful to look at. Look at the fruit. It has such delightful colors, has a nice aroma. It's juicy, it's tasty, and it's filled with nutrients that my body requires. Thank you, Hashem. This is truly a miracle. The concept of Bikurim is saying, I'm not a gluttonous individual. I don't just take, I'm hungry, I take it, I eat it. Before I eat, it's like saying a bracha. I realize, where does this really come from? It comes from God. God is presenting this to me. He's making it available for me. Oh, yes, I have to work. There's no question. God is not saying it's not going to be manna falling from heaven. We had that, and we'll have it in the future too. But right now, God says, "Yasafta diganecha," go out and gather, work. We have to work the fields. But what we accumulate and what we earn, let's not fool ourselves. It's not because we have some incredible gifts. It's because of God's kindness. He presents it. He gives this to us. He causes the rain to fall. He causes evaporation from the moisture in the oceans, gathering up the vapors unto the clouds, cooling, coming down as rain. It's magnificent. That's Bikurim. And that, the Ramban says, this is the concept of this mitzvah. That even if we have a tree that produces fruits in the first 3 years, and even if the fruits of this tree are healthy, beautiful, magnificent, something that people would say we want to purchase it, we're not allowed. We're not allowed. Why? Because the first of our efforts, we must stop and say, thank you, Hashem. Hashem, this, all the work I did, you gave me the strength. You gave me the intellect and the faculties. You're the one who created the soil that has the ability to produce this. You're the one who causes the rain to fall. You're the one who has the sun shining to bring out what's necessary. And not only that, our sages tell us that there's something even more meaningful here. When we plant a seed in the ground, we're opening the earth and we're making a grave. And planting the seed, we're burying it, and it decomposes, and life comes. And we realize when we see a thing like this, we say, indeed, one of the fundamental principles of our faith is there will be a revival, a resurrection of the dead, which is why there is a biblical mitzvah to bury our dead, not to cremate, God forbid. We bury because it's like planting a seed. We open the earth, we dig a grave, and we plant the seed. We cover it up. And when God so desires, that seed will be revived and grow just like vegetation and fruits come out of the earth. When we see this happen, first and foremost, we stop and we see the handwork of God. That's the mitzvah of Orla. That's what it says. Don't take it for ourselves. First of all, we don't want to take it. It might not be healthy. Second of all, more important, even if it's delicious and it's wonderful and it's nutritious, first we say, thank you, Hashem. Just like we make a bracha before we eat. That's the concept of this mitzvah. Now we understand what it's doing in this parsha. This parsha is all about attaining sanctity. That's an incredible level. It's not just, oh, I'm not going to eat it, it's not good for me. No, I'm not going to eat it because I will put it aside. I will bury it. I will destroy it, because this is how I recognize that this and every element of life, the air I breathe, the water I drink, the ability to think, the ability to move my muscles, the ability to stand erect, the ability to walk, the ability to talk, it's all a gift from Hashem. That's what this mitzvah is. That indeed is a lofty level. But how do we attain this lofty level? The Ohr HaChaim explains, when the verse says, Kedoshim tihiyu, be holy. How can I be holy? I'm a simple person. I should attain holiness? And the answer is yes. Strive. All Hashem wants us to do is make a sincere effort. Strive. And don't worry, and don't think, oh, this is beyond me. What, do you expect me to fly like a bird? I can't do it. Maybe flying like a bird we can't do. Achieving sanctity we can. Why? Because I, the Lord, your God, I am holy, and I will assist you, and I will enable you. And if you make the proper effort, I will elevate you. I will be your wings, and indeed you will fly. This is what the verse is telling us. Many times we see mitzvahs, and many times we find ourselves in circumstances in which we say, it's overwhelming, it's beyond me, I can't do this. And maybe in truth, it's beyond my abilities. Nevertheless, the Torah says, B'nai Yisrael, ki b'chabacha Hashem, Hashem has chosen us, li'yosle li'am kodesh. God has chosen us, it says in Deuteronomy in chapter 4, he has chosen us to be his holy people, his treasure from amongst the nations. Chapter 14, I believe, verse 2 in Deuteronomy. Holy people, each and every one of us. How? Make the effort. That's all Hashem asks. Make the sincere effort, and you will see that I will enable you to ascend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay Jewish. Have a wonderful Shabbat.